So today we celebrate the memorial of a young lady who died at the age of 21. She died because she chose to believe in Jesus, and by believing in Jesus, she accepted to follow the path of virginity, giving her life totally to Jesus. St. Lucy was born about 52 years after the death of St. Agatha. And Agatha was also from Sicily, the same jurisdiction that Lucy was. And Agatha had lived a life of virginity. Lucy, as a young girl, was inspired by this and so accepted to live same. But there were some issues. Lucy was born into a very wealthy family. Her father was a Roman, and her mother was a Greek. Her father died when she was about 5 years. So the inheritance, all that they had, was left to the mother and this young girl. Her mother for some time was also sick. She started bleeding. You know, our mothers and our sisters sometimes have all these issues, hemorrhage. So she was bleeding and was scared that she would die. And if she had died, Lucy would be left alone without anyone to guide and guard her. So she thought that her daughter had to marry early, so that at least if you are with a man and she had died, she knows that at least she has a husband who would be with her to make sure that things were done well. Unfortunately for her, she did not know that her daughter had received a PhD in the Christian faith and would not, in the mind of this young lady, she had made a vow to God that never will I marry, never will I know a man. So it became problematic. And her mother was impressing on her to get married. And Lucy would tell her, "Mom, if you think a man can protect me, then you are lost. The only one who can give me life is the one who says, 'Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest.'" And that is Jesus Christ. So it says that Lucy prayed to St. Agatha that she wanted to be like her. And her geography says that St. Agatha appeared to Lucy and told Lucy, "Take heart. Your mother will be healed. And through that, she herself will accept Christianity and will allow you to be a virgin." Fast forward, it happened. It came to pass. This woman was healed and totally agreed that her daughter should live a life of virginity. The man she had promised, betrothed her daughter to, of course, who had been spying this lady, young, beautiful girl, and was sure that he will have her to what? Marry. When he realized that the woman had now changed her mind, he says, "Only a fool who doesn't change her mind." He said, "Walai, how can you do this to me?" So he reported Lucy to the governor at that time. You see, sometimes when we hear, "Oh, Sicily, Italy," but as for Italians, they have always been Catholics. No, Christianity, no. Before 313, when Emperor Constantine, through his mother, St. Helena. So when you go to Rome, in the St. Peter's Basilica, you see a statue of St. Helena there. Because through her, the mother of Constantine, she was able to, you know how mothers and their sons are. She impressed on her son to accept Christianity. And those days, the religion of the king was automatically the religion of his people. So it was in 313. Lucy died in 304. So at the time, the persecution and that Diocletian was there. So being a Christian was illegal That was a time when Christians were in catacombs. They were hiding to even worship God. So when this young man reported her to the governor, Pascasius realized that, oh, this young girl is also a Christian. And she doesn't want to what? Marry you. She wants to give herself to Jesus. She will see. Pascasius ordered soldiers, you know those days, soldiers, thick tall men, to go and pull that young 21-year-old girl out of her house for her to marry the young man. They went to the house, and the story says that they said, hey, let's go. This girl said, I'm not coming. The soldiers held her. I tell you, soldiers stronger than myself. Me, I have no strength. Thick, tall soldiers. They could not pull Lucy out of the house. They went for oxen. Oh, you know oxen? Like bulls came to tie her, to pull her. By the power of God. She was not moved. She could not be moved. Anger. Some story says that due to that, the governor had her eyes pulled out. Although some texts will also say that she herself did that to herself because so many men were disturbing her. This was a later tradition. But the story said that they pulled out her eyes, unperturbed. Then they went ahead, got a sword. And that is why when you see a traditional picture of St. Lucy, you see her with a sword in her throat, piercing her throat. And they pierced her throat with a sword. Lucy gave up at that time. So in 304, this young lady born in 283 died. And that is why today we celebrate her as a virgin, 1, and 2, a martyr. She died because of her faith. Why do we celebrate this in Advent? Why not in Advent? When we are preparing for the birth of Jesus. The birth of Jesus will bring a contradiction to the world. When you are a Christian, as we know as Catholics, you live anti-clockwise. And when the world is going clockwise, and you choose to live anti-clockwise, note that you will face persecution. Yours may not be the pulling out of your eyes. Yours, somebody may send you to a shrine. Somebody may send you, juju. Somebody may not talk to you again. Somebody will try demonizing you. Somebody may cut off your head with his or her tongue, will lie, will say things against you. Learn from Saint Lucy, who gave herself totally to Christ. As I always say, favor comes with a cost. If death for Jesus is the cost, so be it, because I know that I will have eternal rewards. May we be strengthened by the life of our ancestors in the faith. And that is why every year we celebrate St. Lucy. Every year we celebrate the saints. Every year. So that they remind us, and it's not easy, they remind us constantly, oh, come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest.